Do you remember a few months ago when Michael Avenatti, the attorney for Stormy Daniels, was actually considering running for president as a Democrat? When he was out there on Twitter telling us that the next Democrat, the most important thing is that they're able to beat Trump, to beat him up pretty bad in a debate, to be strong against him, and I'm that man. Yeah, well, this week he was actually popped with some new charges. And the new charges that Michael Avenatti now has against him are that he actually stole money from Stormy Daniels last year. Here's how it happened, according to the charges. Stormy Daniels last October had a book coming out, a book deal that was going to give her $2 million. Michael Avenatti, prior to the release, had her sign a fraudulent document that basically gave him a lot of the money, most of the money. So then, when the money was supposed to come in October, when the book came out, the money went to Avenatti first, and he never gave it to her, according to the charges. So then in December, 2 months later, she's finally like, we need to get them to release this money to me. To which Michael Avenatti said, I'm working them and threatening litigation, but I still don't have anything. Well, as it turns out, he did, and he'd had the money for 2 months, and he spent more than $300,000 on his own little personal expenses and pet projects and all that kind of stuff. He lied to her. The woman he used to make himself famous, to make himself the hero of the so-called resistance to Trump, and he's over there stealing money from her. Michael Avenatti is 100% a grifter, and he is one of the reasons why lawyers in this country are viewed in a negative way. Because he represents everything that is wrong with the legal profession. But I got to tell you, there's not a bunch of Michael Avenattis out there. And the fact that he is finally getting popped, he's getting popped for trying to extort millions from Nike, from all of his coffee shop nonsense out there in California, which those charges, if convicted, could carry as much as 300 years in jail. I'm glad this is happening to Michael Avenatti, because he gives the entire legal profession a bad name. He is absolutely now one of the worst of the worst. At one point in his career, he could have been great. He could have absolutely been a strong advocate for consumers here in the United States. But instead, the second he got a little taste of money, and then a little while later, a little taste of fame, he realized those were the only two things he cared about. It was no longer about the consumers. It was no longer about protecting plaintiffs. It was money and fame. That's the only thing Michael Avenatti wanted. And after he got those two things, we started seeing that he wanted power as well, and that's why he was kicking around the idea of running for president. Michael Avenatti is absolutely one of the biggest resistance grifters out there. And I am glad that this man is finally facing the punishment and the consequences for this massive grift that he pulled not only on the American public, but on his own personal clients as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.